Hello students. So let's continue with the problems on the partnership. So here is the next problem on partnership, that is problem number 6 it is. The problem is there are three men, right? Three men A, B and C start business together, each contributing rupees 20,000 as capital. But B puts in an additional capital of rupees 5,000 at the end of every 4 months, while C withdraws rupees 10,000 after every 6 months. Question is, how should the profit amounted to rupees 9,000 be divided at the end of the year if A is to receive 20% of the profit for acting as a manager? Yeah. So it is also just like previous sum, right? So here the whatever capital they have invested by A, B and C, they are not invested for a fixed time. So after a particular period, right, the capital has changed here, because after a certain period, what they have done, one partner has invested, another partner has withdrawn the capital from the business. So when any partner invest or withdraw the money from their capital after a particular period, so naturally their capitals will change, and as capital changes, the capital ratio also changes. Yeah. So here, how many partners are there? Here three partners are there, A, B and C, and they have started the business by contributing rupees 20,000 as capital by each partner. So every partner has contributed how much it is? 20,000, 20,000 and 20,000. Their capitals are same here. So what has happened here? But B puts in additional capital of rupees 5,000 at the end of every 4 months. What B does here? After every 4 months, after the completion of every 4 months, he goes on investing rupees 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 into the business. At the completion of every 4 months, he go on investing 4,000, 4,000 into the business. While what C does, while C withdraws rupees 10,000 after every 6 months. Means what C does here? C is withdrawing the capital from the business after every 6 months. So at the end of every 6 months, he goes on withdrawing rupees 10,000 from his capital. So here they have given about only it is B and C. What B does? He goes on investing rupees 5,000 into the business after every 4 months, while C withdraws 10,000 after every 6 months. About A, nothing they have mentioned. Right? About A, nothing they have mentioned. Means what does it mean? Neither he invests nor he withdraws. Means whatever capital he has invested, how much? 20,000 rupees. So that capital he has kept fixed for how many months? For full 12 months. That is for full 1 year. Means his capital of 20,000 will be used for full 1 year, for 12 months. So at the end of the problem, what they have said? They have asked to calculate how should the profit amounted to rupees 9,000. What is the profit earned by these three? 9,000. So how this profit of 9,000 be divided among these three at the end of the year if A is to receive 20% of the profit for acting as manager. So here A is acting as a manager, and for acting as manager, so he is paid 20% of the profit. What a total profit is earned, from that total profit 20% share will go to whom? To A for acting as manager. And what a balance profit will remain, that is remaining 80% profit. That 80% profit again it is shared among these three persons. In which ratio? In the capital ratio. So to distribute that 80% profit among these three, we need the capital ratio. And to calculate the capital ratio, we cannot take the original capitals because here the capitals are not fixed, right? So when capitals are not fixed, so at that time we need to calculate their capitals, right? From the given capital for unequal time, we have to bring the capital to an equal time, as we did in the previous sum. Clear? So let's start with the solution here. So first what you have to do? First we have to pay 20% of this total profit. What is the total profit here? 9,000. Out of this total profit 9,000, 20% of this total profit will go to whom? To A for acting as manager. So first you have to pay that. So first you calculate A's share. A's share for acting as manager. So A's share for acting as manager is equal to how much you have to pay? You have to pay 20%. 20% of what they have said? Total profit. 20% of the profit. So what is the profit here? 9,000. So of 9,000, you have to calculate 20%. So it comes to rupees how much? 1,800. 20% of 9,000 comes to 1,800. So 1,800 rupees profit will go to A for acting as manager. And after paying this 1,800 rupees from this total profit, whatever balance profit will remain, that balance profit will have to distribute among these three partners. In which ratio? In the capital ratio. So let's first calculate the balance profit. So balance profit is equal to balance profit equals to, what is my total profit? It is 9,000. From 9,000 you minus 1,800. So from 9,000 if you minus 1,800, so you get 7,200 rupees. Yeah, 7,200 rupees is profit remaining. So much profit is remaining. Now whatever profit has remained, now we have to distribute this in capital ratio among these three partners. So for that, we need to calculate the capitals. We have to calculate the capitals of whom? A, B and C first. So let's calculate the capital of A, B and C. So first you calculate A's capital. So what is A's capital? So each partner has invested how much? 20,000. Right? The capital invested by all three partners is what? Same. 20,000, 20,000 and 20,000. So A's capital is rupees how much? It is 20,000. So you have to find out what it is. A's capital, right? So A's capital is how much here? 20,000. So this 20,000 rupees, what A does here? Neither he invests nor he withdraws. Right? About A, nothing is given in the problem. Neither he invests the capital nor he withdraws the capital from the business. Means whatever capital he has invested 20,000 rupees, that is used for full 1 year. Full 1 year in the sense for full 12 months. So his capital of 20,000, you have to multiply by how many months? By this 12 months. So multiply by this 12 months. So 20,000 into 12 will get 2,40,000. Right? So totally if you do, you get 2,40,000. So these 2,40,000 are treated as it is used for 1 month. Yeah, like that. Now you have to find whose? B's capital. So what is B's capital? B has also invested how much? 20,000 rupees into the business. So B's capital is 20,000. Now you see what B does. But here they have given, but B puts in an additional capital of rupees 5,000 at the end of every 4 months. After every 4 months, he goes on investing 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 into the business. Now, before investing first 5,000 rupees into the business, so this 20,000 rupees will be used in the business for how many months? For first 4 months. Because first 5,000 when he invests after the completion of first 4 months, right? Because at the beginning he has invested how much? 20,000, and after the completion of first 4 months he is going to invest how much? 5,000. So before investing first 5,000 rupees into the business, these 20,000 rupees will be used in the business for first 4 months. Therefore, you have to multiply this 20,000 by 4 months. After the completion of first 4 months, he is going to invest 5,000 into the business. So after 4 months, his capital will increase by 5,000. Means his capital after 4 months becomes how much? It is 25,000. Right? After 4 months, his capital becomes how much? It is 25,000. So these 25,000 rupees, now first 4 months have completed. Then after the completion of again next 4 months, again he is going to invest how much? It is 5,000. So before investing next 5,000 rupees, right? So these 25,000 rupees will be used in the business for next 4 months. So you have to multiply by 4 months. Means here 8 months have completed. After the completion of first 4 months, he has withdrawn. He has invested 5,000. His capital becomes how much? It is 25,000, right? Then so after the completion of next 4 months, again he is going to invest how much? It is 5,000 rupees into the business. So before investing next 5,000 rupees into the business, so these 25,000 rupees will be used in the business for next 4 months. So 8 months have completed. So here after the completion of 8 months, again he is going to invest how much? It is 5,000 rupees into the business. So his capital after next 4 months becomes how much? It is 30,000. So these 30,000 will be used in the business for last 4 months, because after the completion of 12 months the year gets over, right? So 4 plus 4 plus 4. Like this, after every 4 months he goes on investing how much? 5,000 into the business. So this is how his capital is used in the business. Yeah. So multiply this. So 20,000 into it is what? 4. You will get 80,000. Then 25,000 into 4 you will get 1 lakh. And 30,000 into 4, it is 1,20,000. So make the total of this, you will get 3 lakhs. So these 3 lakhs rupees are treated as it is used for, it is 1 month. Yeah, like now in the same manner we have to calculate now whose? It is C's capital. C's capital. So what is C's capital? So C has also invested how much? 20,000 rupees. So his capital is 20,000. Right? Is multiplied by. Now you see what C does. Right? There what they said, while C withdraws rupees 10,000 after every 6 months. So at the end of every 6 months he goes on withdrawing rupees 10,000 from his capital. Right? So how much capital he has invested? 20,000. So when he is going to withdraw first 10,000 after the completion of first 6 months. So before withdrawing 10,000 rupees after 6 months, so these 20,000 rupees will be used in the business for first 6 months. You have to multiply by 6 months. And after the completion of first 6 months, he is going to withdraw 10,000 rupees from 20,000. So his capital after 6 months becomes how much? Becomes 10,000. So these 10,000 will be used in the business for last 6 months, because after next 6 months the year gets over, right? So only one time he withdraws 10,000, right? So this is how his capital is used in the business. So multiply this. So 20,000 into 6, it is 1,20,000, and 10,000 into 6, you'll get 60,000. Yeah. So add this, it comes to 1,80,000. So whatever we have got 1,80,000, this is treated as used for 1 month. Yeah. So this is how we have to bring the capital to an equal time of it is 1 month, and what it is 1 month. So whatever capitals we have got, take these capitals and remove the ratio. That is what is the capital ratio. So now you calculate the capital ratio. So capital ratio is equal to, what is the capital of A we have calculated? It is 2,40,000. So it is 2,40,000 is to B's capital is how much? 3 lakhs. B's capital is 3 lakhs. And C's capital is how much? It is 1,80,000. Like this. So here common 4 zeros gets cancelled. and further if these numbers are divisible, you divide. So all these three numbers are divisible by 6. So it is 6 fours are, 6 fives are, and 6 threes are. So my ratio comes to this 4:5:3. So in this ratio, we have to distribute this remaining profit of 7,200 to A, B and C. Now let's distribute. So first you calculate A's share. A's share in the balance profit. So A share in the balance profit is equal to, take this balance profit 7,200 rupees, right? This is multiplied by what is A's share. What is A's share? It is 4 divided by the total of these three terms. So total of these three terms comes to this, how much it is? 12, right? So divide this. So 12 ones are 12, 6 are 72. So 600 into 4, you'll get 2,400. So out of this balance profit, A gets how much? 2,400. Like that, you have to distribute to B and C now. So first you calculate B's. B's share in the balance profit is equal to, take the balance profit 7,200. This is multiplied by B's share. What is B's share here? 5 divided by 12. So again 12 ones are is 12, 6 are 72, 600 into 5 will get 3,000. And finally you distribute to C. C's share in the balance profit equals to, balance profit is 7,200 is multiplied by C's share is 3 divided by 12, or it is 12 ones are is 12, 6 are 72, or 600 into 3 will get 1,800. Yeah. So like this we have distributed this remaining profit in which ratio? In the capital ratio. So out of this balance profit, A has got 2,400, B has got 3,000 and C has got 1,800. Yeah. So the entire profit of rupees 9,000 we have distributed among A, B and C. Now after distributing, right, now what do you have to find? We have to find out the total share received by A, B and C. So let's calculate the total share received by A, B and C. So first you calculate A's total share. So whatever A is getting from the profit, the same we have to add together. Now what we have to pay to A? So first A gets 20% of the profit for acting as manager, which are calculated at the beginning itself. 20% of 9,000. We had got how much it is? 1,800. So A's share for acting as manager is 1,800, right? Plus what he gets? He gets share out of balance profit. How much it is? 2,400. So add that 2,400. So he will get 4,200 rupees. In all, he gets 4,200 to A. Like that, we have to find B's total share. So B's total share will be, B is not getting any extra share here. So he gets only what? Share out of this balance profit. How much? 3,000. So B's total share will be only the share in the balance profit, 3,000. And finally we have to find it is C's total share. So C's total share also is the share out of this balance profit is how much it is? 1,800, because he is also not getting any extra share. Only who is getting here? Only he is getting, because he is acting as what? Manager. So for that he is getting 20% of the profit, 1,800, that we have added in his share. So out of this total profit of rupees 9,000, so A gets 4,200, B gets 3,000, and C gets rupees how much here? 1,800. So if you make the total of these three, we have to get total profit how much it is? 9,000. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus it is 1, 8, 8 plus it is 1, 9,000. Yeah. So this is how we have to calculate the total share received by this all the partners. So I hope this sum is clear to you all. So in the next video or in the next class, we'll continue with the next problem, or it is partnership. Thank you.